Alright, we are back. I am Kevin.
I am Devin.
And this is gonna be game 4 of UMCP against George Mason University. CSL Season 5. Good stuff. Over here on the left side we have Fake Promise, Purple Zerg representing George Mason. And on the right side we have You, the random orange Protoss, spawning as Protoss, as you can obviously see, representing UMCP.
I don't know, is he Protoss? I think he's Protoss.
I think so too. Little spamming going on, and this map is going to be good old Metalopolis.
Yep, one of the best maps ever.
Yeah, I cannot believe they took it out. It's terrible.
Going for that wall off, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure if that pylon is actually in range for the game.
Yeah, sure it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with that little...
You only need the middle of a building to be in the...
like the center of mass.
Yeah, exactly. As long as, you know, the entire corner of the building can go here, and it'll still work. This is actually perfect pylon placement.
I should keep that in mind next time.
I thought you play Protoss.
Yeah, I do, but I didn't know that.
Do you never wall off?
I always wall off.
I'm six-pulling you next time you play.
Alright, so, only drones coming from Promise. What could this be? Probably a fast expand.
No.
Oh, no.
14 gas. Because he's playing against random. He has no idea what he's playing right now. So, you know, if the other guy spawned as Zerg and he goes for fast expand, that's awful decision.
Little lag coming here.
But now he sees his opponent is Protoss.
Yeah.
So...
And...
Where's he going? Is he going to... Yeah, he does not know that this is MLG map. He's going to check the close by ground.
Oh, man. Even though he has spotted, though.
Yep.
Yep. Nice square.
Anyway, he's got the wall in with a hole here for a zealot.
Yep. Pull going down. Wonder why it's lagging.
This is like insane. Like before we start recording, everything's running at like max FPS.
Yeah, but
and then as soon as we record, it crashes.
Fraps just like really takes down the FPS of everything.
Anyway, this fast gas is going to be good. Going to be able to get fast speed if he so desires. Everything else standard for my Palu so far.
Oh, Fraps seems to like this base a little more.
He likes Protoss.
Yeah.
All this, maybe it has issues rendering like creep or something. Yeah, there it goes down again.
Oh man. What's wrong with creep? Oh, last few games it was Zerg, right?
Yeah, they were all TVPs except for the 2v2. Why. It's going slow again. Yeah, there it goes.
Okay. Alright, so standard wall off gonna be coming from my
Palu. Coming out. You know, the drone got in through here.
Yeah, when I wall off though, I usually reverse the positions of the gateway and the cyber, just because the cyber in its current position is a little more easier to snipe, and I would rather have the gateway sniped than the cyber.
That's an interesting point. I mean, this is
it isn't that important though, but it's just personal.
You know, you have Lings over here taking up the cyber core while the zealot can't do anything. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, as I said, fast speed now coming down for Fake Promise. Still no expansion yet. You know, this probe just over here scouting, and you know, Fake Promise already at 20 supply.
Yep.
Not getting any gas anymore. It looks like this is going to be some heavy Ling harass for a while.
Yeah. He stopped at exactly 100 gas, right?
104. It looks like.
Well, close enough.
This drone's chilling. He likes the Protoss base a little bit. Second gas now, already down for Palu.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Very fast gas, no gateways.
Yeah, expansion finally going down for Promise.
Yep. Here's that second gate.
Could be the pretty popular speedling expand.
Yep. Looks like he's gonna try and use these speedlings to park outside of Palu's base.
But yeah, with a small handful of lings, and if you use them right, you can get an impressive amount of map control.
Yep.
And 2 more gates coming down for Palu. Looks like a 3-gate expand, if anything, really.
Yeah, these Lings, like I said, gonna try and park out here, do a little bit of harass, make sure he's not getting out of his base.
I believe that drone did scout the 3 gates, though.
Yep. Oh, he could force field these units here.
Yeah.
They're all gonna run. No.
I'm trying to be careful with the not
gonna get this probe.
Speed just about to kick in.
Yep. Everything still fairly standard so far, you know.
Yeah.
Normal expansion. No gas still.
No gas.
Good.
Yeah, it's definitely a 3-gate expand, so extremely, extremely standard builds from both players. The double gas could really just be to get a couple more sentries out, let them build up that energy. And
yeah, he's queuing up sentries. That's how many sentries he has.
And one element of play that I don't see much is actually using hallucination. especially when you have all these sentries. You could really use that to your advantage later on.
You should turn this into a work gate because it just finished. But at the same time, you know, yeah, this how long? 37 seconds. He doesn't have to wait too long for this to finish.
Yeah. And there's still nothing interesting going on, really.
Yep. You know, the Ling's now retreating. They see this base.
Yep, that's all they really need.
Did he cancel this sentry? I think he did.
Are you sure? Maybe he popped out.
He's gonna warp in another one. How long does it take with a warp in? 5 seconds cooldown of 20 something?
But yeah, there's a robo coming down for iPolly. This type of gameplay looks really like OGS MC actually. He loves to get all of those sentries out because he is so good with those force fields.
Yeah, but then he transitions into Stargate.
Well, yeah, double Stargate. It's pretty similar.
It's sort of similar. Third base already down for Fake Promise.
Yeah, as a Zerg, if you find yourself 2-base with a Protoss or Terran, you either want to do some damage to even the playing ground or just expand more yourself.
It's very interesting because really the only Lings out on the field are the ones he made at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he has his queens and a bunch of drones.
Yeah,
so the only thing he's relying on for defense are these spine crawlers he's now making, which makes it look like he's falling behind in the supply count. But so far it looks pretty even for both sides.
Yeah, but like I said before, the few Lings that he gets out in the beginning can actually make the Protoss feel a little contained.
Yep.
He knows that he needs to keep a good amount of units here in case of speedling run-bys, because that's a really big possibility always.
Yep. Yeah,
it's kind of like when Protoss gets DTs or something. You always have to have that in the back of your mind. Always having detection here and there.
No gas at the natural yet coming down for Fake Promise, but he just started his lair and he has both gases going down here. And he has an Evo chamber down, but not getting any upgrades yet.
Maybe just in case he needs spores.
Oh, there it goes. Melee level 1 just now starting. So it looks like he's going to be going for some Zergling, Baneling maybe, some sort of Mutaling build.
Oh man, yeah, that's still really popular on ladder and whatnot.
Observer now just coming in, gonna see this big Speedling army, or no, it's gonna bypass everything.
It's probably just going to see what tech there is, only to find out that there's not much, which should ring a bell in his mind. If you see a Zerg with only like a pool and nothing else really, you know that he's just teching out. Probably gonna go for Mutas is a very real possibility, or even Infestors.
Let's see. He sees the lair coming down. He sees 2 more gas going up. He should be assuming Mutalisks at this point. Yep. And all the Lings just ran across the map, so he will see this huge influx of Lings, but he won't see all the ones already at his front.
Yeah, hopefully some good force fields will be able to easily prevent these Lings from doing any damage. Just poking in here. Yep. Maybe try to waste a few force fields.
Doing a good job poking, but man, that's a lot of Lings.
iPolly is really supply blocked. 3 pylons down.
Wow. Yeah, you never want to get supply blocked, but at least he has this fast robotics bay, gonna be going for the Colossus.
Yeah, and there is a Spire for Fake Promise. Very, very standard 3-base Mutaline against 2-base Gateway Colossi.
Sort of 3-base. He's really not making enough drones at this base right now.
Yeah, that's true. He might have overcommitted on the Lings just a bit. Not sure what all of these Lings are for.
Yep.
Maybe afraid of a timing push, like a 6K timing push off the 2
He really hasn't been doing much scouting. You know, he's been poking in a lot. He sees all the units, but he doesn't really see any sort of.
Third, and he will. Promise will actually be able to get a really good scout off this.
Yeah, and he doesn't know the Overlord is there.
Yeah.
So these Lings are just. Looks like he's leaving some here and he's running some over here.
Yeah, it's probably a smart idea. Want to let that finish, let some probes get to the 3rd, and then go and harass and do some damage.
So here they go. They're going to run into the 3rd. These are going to run into the natural, take away this army, and
yeah, he's going to force. Fake Promise is going to force a cancel on that.
Did he cancel? No cancel.
No cancel.
He loses it. Yeah.
Oh, that.
He'll say it says cancel, and how many minerals he gets back.
Oh man, 9 Mutas coming out.
Wow.
Now the harass is going to really start coming to iPolly. He's going to have to deal with these very mobile Lings and Mutas. Of course, with Muta Ling, the whole point of it is that it gives the Zerg incredible map control to really macro up, expand pretty much uninterrupted.
Yep. This is a
very, very, very effective build.
Is he going to see it again? No, he doesn't see it this time with this Overlord. But the 3rd base going back down, and iPolly forced to split his army. You don't want to have to do that, especially in big engagements against Zerg.
Yeah, we'd like to see some little better building placement by iPolly just to.
But he sees the Mutas push out. Or
yeah, he does.
He should have. A 4th base going down for Fake Promise.
Which is exactly the point of Mutaling.
And it looks like another double or 2-pronged attack. Mutas coming into the main, Lings heading over to the 3rd.
Yeah, how will he be able to deal with this?
I think he's going to lose a lot of probes.
Yeah, running them the long way.
Yeah, all of this is blocked off.
Yeah, it's blocked.
To try and avoid Ling buys.
And at the same time, at the third of Ipalia, the Lings are doing some great damage. You're going to force a cancel on this again.
Is it going to cancel, though?
Well, yeah, that's the question.
There, that time he canceled it.
But he does lose a significant amount of his army, Ipalia's army.
13 workers killed, more on the way. He really needs to start getting cannons up at his base.
Yeah.
Cannons are so powerful.
This is really the bane of Protoss players against Zerg. These mules will just keep on swinging back and forth.
Oh, he could get these Colossus. Ooh. He runs away. But yeah, you know, he has a forge already down, and he's choosing not to go after, not to get any cannons. Melee level 2 coming up for Zerg. He's got tons of Mutalisks being morphed in, I guess. Yeah,
still no Twilight Council from Ipalia for the Blink, which should really help with the mobility.
Oh, here's the Twilight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
And he starts Blink right as you say that.
Just when I said it.
He was listening to you.
Of course.
Anyway, so, wow. That's, 17 mutas out.
Yeah.
And a nice bit of Lings, and he's going to do the same thing again, even though it looks like this time there's no base over here.
Yeah, I would have to give that advantage to Promise, not only because he has map control, almost 4 base, 5 base to 2 base, but he actually denied Ipalia's critical third expansion twice.
Yeah.
And a Protoss or Terran on 3 bases is a very deadly force, as they are able to max out and pretty much steamroll a fully maxed out Zerg army as well.
And it looks like he just gets to rally all his units to the middle of the map. He has incredible amounts of map control at this point.
Yeah.
Ipalia opting not to go for cannons, instead leaving these stalkers behind. Blink still not done. Gonna lose.
Yeah, that is a lot of mutas, and Ipalia should know that if the longer he stays contained, the more he's gonna pretty much fall behind.
And these Lings gonna run in here, find a probe, easy cleanup.
Yeah. And
the Lings coming around.
Yeah, very good management by Promise. He is completely maxed out, has 2 groups of Lings just running back and forth, and the mutas, of course, coming in
at this point. If I was Ipalia, you know, he really needs to push out and force a big engagement.
Yeah, do some damage.
These units not very strong against the huge army that he has, but at this point,
he has a lot of Lings.
Fake Promise already maxed. You know, he's just macroing so well with behind his harassment.
Yeah, Ipalia is probably a little too behind at this point now.
And look, you know, Fake Promise has actually not killed a single unit other than workers.
Wow.
So 38 workers killed in this match. That's insane. If we look at the unit stats, 66 drones to 40 probes.
You know, 119 Lings.
5th base already up. Yeah. This is just a little bit insane.
Can I say Heart of the Swarm?
I guess so. Flying Carapace almost done. Ground Carapace almost done.
Roach is coming in for the party.
Getting Pathogen Gland.
Oh, Force Field's not going down.
He needs to get... There he goes.
Yeah, but
he's not putting them in good places. They're getting canceled.
Very sloppy Force Field placement. Lings are going to get a full surround on everything.
Oh, Colossus is still alive, though.
Yeah, they did great damage to the Lings.
But there are Mutalisks in here?
Yeah, there probably was. Which is probably why I probably didn't get the good Force Fields on that he probably should have.
And the
Roaches are probably going to go down.
Clean it up.
Yeah.
So everything goes down. The Mutalisks now just coming in here. So this base is finally going to survive, it looks like.
Yeah, finally. But at this point...
Taking the gold.
Taking his 6th has...
Taking his 6th, even though he's not even mining at his 4th.
Or 5th. For that matter.
Yeah, so this is rough. You know, just now getting ground upgrades level 2. Keeping his army here when it, you know, he has to keep it everywhere. You know, Lings running through here, and what does he do?
Yeah. And
but now it's a Roach Muta army.
A complete transition to mass Roach.
Yeah, it's insane. Ipalia
it looks like Ipalia's army is going to be caught completely out of position.
His army moved back over here.
Yeah.
The Mutalisks just going to walk in.
Probes are all going to get taken out. Not sure why Ipalia chose to wait there. Wasted a blink on that. Might be pivotal against all these Roaches. Where did
the Roaches come in? For them, he has 2-1. For him, it's actually 0-1.
Wow, it's actually lower.
He loses all of these mutas, it looks like, but the mutas doing a great job focusing down the Colossus. And there's a nice Roach concave at this point.
It looks like Promise has a slightly bigger concave.
And Lings run in to absorb some fire.
Oh man, this is pretty close.
It looks like close. But if we just look at the supply
coming out,
if we just look at the supply count, you know, I call you down to 80, Fake Promise at 150, getting melee level 3, more Zerglings, even
barely holds, but
even getting Ultralisks at this point.
I mean, yeah, see, yeah, that's what Rita Lane really comes down to. You're using the great mobility of the Lings and the, oh my goodness, counterattack at the natural ability.
Counterattack, you're just attacking everywhere.
Yeah. You're using the mobility of the Lings and Mutas to pretty much buy yourself time to get that huge Zerg economy going.
GG, well played.
And yeah, and you tech into something like Brutalists or Ultralisks, and it's just...
Yeah, really he knows he's behind. He even lost his third over here.
Look at that ring. Wow.
But yeah, so it was rough for Ipalu. He felt like he couldn't move out this entire game. Just great harass coming from Fake Promise, and that will end the series 3-1 for George Mason. Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing left he could have done.
Yeah, alright, so that actually puts UMCP at 3 wins and 1 loss so far this season.
Yeah, for the whole season.
Yep.
Pretty much. Alright.
Stay tuned for more games next week and future weeks to come.
Woo!